Now he's been making grips and I've been using this to get to the side scissor position. So now he's thinking, oh shit, I'm not going to make any grips, what am I going to do? So if he's not making any grips, I can still get into this position. So all I'm going to do is I'll reach across and still make that cross grip. And I'm going to pull to make tension in the gi. And then I'll make a secondary grip on that, and then the same thing across. I'm dragging this across. Once I get his elbow past my center line, again, I'm hip escaping, an angular advantage. Then I make the grip, and I glue my chest to his right shoulder. This allows me to let go, build the base with my elbow, and make my top leg heavy. This makes my bottom leg light. I'm coming up really as if I was trying to actually put a body triangle on it. You really want to flex that right foot so it's outside his hip, it's not going to stop it out. So again, now he's still made this and I can do the same move. But another option is I can go for the rear triangle. So from here, because there's a space and opening here, so now I do the same thing. I get the crook of my arm around his arm, but instead of bringing my leg over his head, I bring it over his shoulder. And I thread my foot through to lock under his around his bicep. Nothing's changed from here. Now, this time though, when we went for the arm bar, when his head was down, my knee was on the right side of his ear. This time, it's on the left side of his ear. So when I turn, my thigh is driving into the back of Matthew's head, and now I'm slowly and rolling. The detail is when I get him over, I want to keep this arm above his head. So I'm gluing his knuckles to my chest. Okay. And now I turn my hips. So I've unified legs. My legs are pointing in the same direction. My left hand can keep the arm above his head. So my right hand assist. Start, pull my leg across, make a triangle, the instep of my right foot behind his back, and now from there just reach my hip. Think about, it's the same concept, just sit up there bro. As Matthew's head like this, and I'm locked here. When I pull this arm above his head, it just widens up the neck. We'll look at an option when he has the arm tucked. So from our position, he's no grips. So I make the cross grip, I pull to get tension in the gi, and then my other hand grabs that tension. Lift my hips, drag across, move my hip out, nothing's changed. That concept of where's my head? Is it higher than his? That's what we're thinking about. Everything so far has been, is my head higher than his? I can't hit Tuesday night's move anytime this is without a reach, wrist sweep's not on, elbow sweep's not on, but I can still attack the arm bar. I put the crook of my arm around his arm, but now I have the option of the Sengako, the rear triangle. I just bring my leg over his shoulder and I make a hook with the instep. So from there, I'm just rolling again. As I put my hip on the mat, I'm already, first thing I'm thinking about is not my feet. Right, don't worry the direction of your feet yet. Your goal is to pull this. Try to sit up, bro. Very, very difficult. Why? Because I'm controlling the near side of his body, okay, with my hip, and I'm controlling the far side with my far leg. It's very hard for Matthew to actually sit up into me. The battle is getting this above his head. I don't want to be going for the rear triangle, and as I make it, Matthew's got his elbow inside here. Even if I just give me a fully locked triangle here, put your elbow inside. See the way he's created space and he's made a wedge. So we don't want to get into this battle because I'm late. We always take this one, and you stay hand to hand. It's no good just make perfect. And once I pull this one up, this gives me this one. Okay. From there, it's just all about getting my head higher than his. So I come up from my shoulder to my elbow. Just so we want to think about pulling that arm to our chest and then getting unified legs. So again, this time he's made no grips. I find the cross grip, I pull to get a line of tension. Secondary grip with my hip drag across, nothing's changed. Angular advantage coming up. Once I get to there, so then my foot's outside the hip, it's L shape, it's tight. Put the crook of my arm around his arm, I bring my leg over his shoulder, and I L shape my foot and bring it to the outside. Now from there, my knee's coming to the outside. That's the details. Last time when he went to the arm bar, it was on this side. This time, it's on the opposite side of his head. So when I roll, and force it into the roll, it's all about this. I want to keep this above my head. Kind of end up in a weird, like, too far arm bar position. But my hip is controlling this side of his body, and my leg is controlling the other side. So that's very difficult. Now, once I get to here and I've glued his knuckles to my chest, I just turn my legs. Okay? And you'll always make the junction at the side that the arm is on. Because you try to do it this way. I just turn my legs this way, windshield wiper. Once I have this arm up, one hand can control and this one can hand assist. You pull it in. Sometimes people will tuck their chin, please don't. Show your teeth. That's what I want there. You just remember that, bro. Tuck in your chin against that. This is really good difference. So again, like this, bring it across, coming up, making sure that this foot stays on the outside. So use that to climb up. This comes over. Get my knee on the mat. And now when I roll him, this is what I want. Doing this. Turning onto my side. Unified legs. Hand assist. Pull this right under. Make the triangle. Hide the foot. You want that between his legs. Put that between your legs, bro. Start to work for deep half now. This is not good. So that comes behind his back. And then just engage him. Okay.